Hello students, this is Jai Kishan, and in this part of the video we are going to cover the third exercise of chapter 1, that is number system. In the previous parts of the video, that is in part 1, we have covered the introduction of the number system as well as the first exercise. In part 2 we have covered the second exercise, and now in this part we are going to cover the third exercise. Before starting the exercise, we have to understand some topics so that you can solve the exercise easily. Okay, our first topic is decimals. Decimal means the number with the decimal point. Okay, decimals can be divided into two parts, terminating and non-terminating. Terminating decimal means the number which are getting terminated or finished after few places of decimal, like 2.3 and 0.441. In the first example 2.3, this decimal is getting terminate after one place of decimal point, and this decimal, this is terminating after three places of decimal point. So the example like this, you can say it is terminating type of decimal. In non-terminating, the numbers which are not getting terminated after decimal point are known as non-terminating. Non-terminating can be divided into two parts, and the parts are repeating or recurring and non-repeating or non-recurring. Firstly, these type of decimal are non-terminating, means it will not be terminated, like 2.33333. okay, and here it is 2.413299765. What is the difference between these two? Means repeating or non-repeating. In repeating parts of non-terminating, few numbers, or you can say a block of number, will be repeated. Okay, like in first example 3 is getting repeated, so you can say 2.333, you can say it is 2.3 bar. The number or the block which are getting repeated, you can represent it like this, 2.3 bar. Okay, here 0.232323, the block 23 is getting repeated, so you can write 0.23 bar. Okay, so this is the type of repeating or recurring of non-terminating. And in this part, the number 2.41329765, no pattern is there, no number is getting repeated. Yes, it is non-terminating, but no number is getting repeated, so it will be non-repeating, non-terminating decimal. Okay, so simply you can summarize, the number which are getting terminate will be terminating decimal after a few places of decimal, that will be terminating decimal. The decimal which are not getting terminated after the decimal point, it is non-terminating. Non-terminating can be divided into two parts, repeating or recurring, non-repeating or non-recurring. In repeating or recurring, few block will be repeated or numbers. Okay, in non-repeating, no pattern, no number will be repeated. Okay, one more thing is there, that in part 1 also I have told you that this terminating type of decimal and this repeating or recurring type of decimal, it can be changed into, it can be represented into the form of P by Q. So the numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q, where Q should not be equal to 0 and P and Q are integers, it is the definition of rational number. So you can say that this is rational and this is rational, but we cannot represent this type of non-terminating decimal into the form of P by Q, so it is an irrational number. Okay, so always remember that terminating decimal and repeating type of non-terminating decimal are rational. Okay, one more thing that you have noted down, that you should note down that pi is equal to, this is the actual value of pi, it is non-terminating and non-repeating, but sometimes or we can say that we take pi is equal to 22 by 7. Students, remember that this is not the actual value of pi. It is approximate value of pi, that is 22 by 7. The actual value of pi is like this, 3.14159, like this. It is non-terminating and non-repeating. So if someone asks you that pi is rational or irrational, so you can simply give your answer that the actual value of pi is non-terminating, non-repeating, so it is irrational. But if you have taken the approximate value of pi, that is 22 by 7, then you can say that it is rational. Okay, now students, we will take some example to see how we can represent terminating decimal into the form of p by q, and this type of non-terminating decimal, means repeating type of non-terminating decimal, how we can represent it into the form of p by q. So students, you can see conversion of terminating decimal into the form of p by q. Here I have taken two examples that convert 0.41 into the form of p by q and 2.15123 into the form of p by q, and one condition is also there, that q should not be equal to 0 and pq are integers. Pq belongs to integers. Okay, now see the first part, that is 0.41. If we want to change this 0.41, that is this terminating decimal, into the form of p by q, simply we have to write it like this. At the place of point you should write 1, and after that you will count how many numbers are there. There are 2 numbers, so you can increase 2 zeros, and after that you will write this decimal number without decimal point, like this, 41 upon 100. Nothing you have to do after it. Okay, if it is getting simplified, then simplify it, otherwise leave it like this, so it will be your answer. Okay, very easy it is. Like second example, we have 2.15123. We have to change it into the form of p by q. So as we have solved this example, okay, at the place of decimal you have to write 1. After that count how many numbers are there. 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 numbers are there, just increase 5 zeros after this 1, and after that you have to write the same number into the numerator without decimal points, means you have to write 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this will be your answer. So this is very easy, that how we can write terminating decimal into the form of p by q. Now the important one, we are going to see the conversion of non-terminating but recurring decimal into the form of p by q. Our first question is convert 0.2 bar into the form of p by q. See students, how we can convert it. Firstly, let any variable x is equal to 0.2 bar. Okay, so if you have written x is equal to 0.2 bar, so you can also write it x is equal to 0.2222 and so on. Okay, you can write it. Suppose it is equation number 1. Okay, after that you have to see that how many digits are getting repeated, means only 2 is there na, which is getting repeated. So you have to multiplying first, means first equation, by 10. Okay, why we are multiplying it by 10? 1 0 in 10, 1 0 is there, means one digit is there which was getting repeated. Suppose if 25 was repeating, means two digits were there, so we have to multiply that by 100, but here only one digit is getting repeated, so we have multiplied it by 10. Multiplying 1 by 10 means in the left hand side you will get 10x, in the right hand side you will get, if you will multiply it by 10, the 1 2 will be shifted into the left hand side, so it will be 2.222 and so on. Suppose it is equation number second. Now students, you have to subtract equation second minus 1. Okay, so from equation second minus equation first, so you will get 10x minus x, it will be 9x. Into the right hand side, see, all 0.222 will be 0, because you are, see here, like 0.2222 and this one is 2.2222 and so on. So if you will subtract it, all here in the right hand side of decimal points, all you will get 0 and this will be 2, so only 2 will be left here. Now the value of x is, this 9 will be shifted, means 2 by 9, so your answer will be 2 upon 9. So 0.2, if you will convert it into the form of p by q, you will get x is equal to 2 upon 9. Okay, now coming to this example, as we have solved this example, again we are going to solve 0.35 bar. Suppose x is equal to 0.35 bar. Let x is equal to 0.35 bar, means x is equal to, you can write 35 35 35 and so on. Okay, suppose it is equation number 1. Now you have to observe that how many digits are getting repeated. So here 3 5 3 5 3 5 means 2 digits are getting repeated, so you have to multiply it, multiplying by 100. In 100 2 zeros are there and here 2 digits are getting repeated. The number of digits getting repeated will be equal to the number of zeros that you are going to multiply, means multiplying by 100. Okay, in first equation, so you will get 100x is equal to, see, if you will multiply it by 100, so you will get 35, means 2 digits will be shifted into the left hand side, 35 35 35 and so on. Suppose it is equation number 2. Now what should you do? That from equation second minus equation first. Okay, so if you will subtract it, 100x minus x, it will be 99x. In right hand side, all 0.35 will be 0. Okay, and only in left hand side 35 will be there. So x is equal to 35 upon 99. Okay, this will be your answer. The same procedure you will follow for any kind of number like this. Okay, very easy kind of method I have told you. Now students, coming to the next topic. Next topic is an irrational number between two irrational numbers a and b is under root ab. See, as I have told you in the part second, that if we want to find out a rational number between two rational numbers, suppose two rational numbers are a and b, and we have to find one rational number, then we have applied the formula a plus b by 2. Okay, now if we are having two irrational numbers a and b, so and we have to find an irrational number between them, so you will use the formula under root ab. Okay, like example we are having, first example, find an irrational number between under root 2 and under root 3, means at the place of a we have under root 2 and at the place of b we have under root 3. Now we will use the formula that an irrational number between two irrational numbers is under root AB. Okay, so the answer will be under root, the value of A is under root 2 and the value of B is under root 3. So what we will get, that in under root 6, we can simply write it like under root 6 to the power 1 by 2, because a number written in square root like this, if we will remove this square root, then power will be raised 1 by 2, x to the power 1 by 2. Again, if we are going to remove this square root, then 6 to the power 1 by 2 to the power 1 by 2 means 6 to the power 1 by 4 will be the answer of this question. Now the second example is find two irrational number between 0.41 and 0.43. Okay, means we have to write two irrational numbers between these two numbers. These numbers are rational, means 0.41 terminating type of decimal, so it is rational. See students, very easy method to write any irrational number. Okay, how you can write, like we have to write a number between them. So it is 0.41 and it is 0.43. We have to write two numbers between them and that should be an irrational number. Okay, like first number I am going to write, it is 0.41, it is 0.43. So one number we can write 0.42. Okay, it should be an irrational number, so you have to write it like this, 0.4202. Now increase the number of 0, 002, again increase the number of 0, 0002. Okay, like this. This type of example will be kind of an irrational number. Okay, one more number you can write like 0.4212. Increase the number of 1, 112, 1112. Okay, why this is an irrational number? Because in repeating type of non-terminating decimal, a fixed block was getting repeated, but here not fixed, it is getting repeated 02, but it is not fixed. Like here only 1 0 was there, here 2 0 was there, here 3 0 was there. So we can write it for the example of an irrational number, so that it can be in the form of non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, now coming to the exercise 1.3, write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. Okay, what kind of decimal expansion means whether it is terminating or non-terminating. If non-terminating, then it is repeating or non-repeating. Okay, so first part is 36 upon 100. So if you want to change it directly, you can write 0.36. How directly? Okay, at the place of 1, again you have to write the decimal point, and after that the number 36, same you will write here. Okay, because two zeros are there and the digits are 2, so you can directly write it 0.36. If you want, you can divide also, like if 100 will divide 36, so firstly it is not equal, so you can write here decimal point, then 1 0 will be increases, then you can divide it 100 into 3, so it will be 300, then 60 will be remaining, then because of this decimal 1 0 will be increases here, so again 100 into 6, it will be 600, and then it is 0. So 0.36. This is the type of terminating decimal, because after the decimal, after the two places, this number is getting terminated. So this is terminating type of decimal. Terminating type of decimal. Okay. The second part is 1 upon 11. Okay, 1 upon 11 means by 11 you have to divide 1. So see, firstly one point will be there, so it is 0. Okay, and because of this point one more 0 you have to increase, because 11 will not divide 10. So now this will be 11 9 into 9, it will be 99, then 1 will be there. Okay, again because of this decimal 1 0 will be there, and 1 0 you have to increase, then it will be again 100, then 9, so it will be 99, 1 is left. Because of this decimal 1 0 will be there, and 1 0 you can increase like this, so it will be again 11 9s are 99, so like this. Okay, means 1 will be there, means it is 1 upon 11, you can write it as 0.090909. Okay, so 09 is getting repeated, so you can write like 09 bar. Okay, now one more part was there, question number the fifth part of question number 1. It is 2 upon 11 and it was 1 upon 11. To see students, if you have the value of 1 upon 11, you can directly find 2 upon 11. 2 upon 11, how you will get 2 upon 11? If you will multiply 2 into 1 upon 11, and we are having the value of 1 upon 11, so 2 into the value of 1 upon 11 was what? 0.09 bar. Okay, so just multiply it, so you can get what? 2 into 0.29 is 18, 200, so it will be 1, and 0 point, again it will be repeating, means only you have to multiply it by 2. The value of 1 upon 11, if we will multiply it by 2, simply we can get the value of 2 upon 11. Okay, so students, you can simply say that it was also the type of repeating but non-terminating decimal, and it is also the example of repeating but non-terminating decimal, because it is 0.18 bar, so it is also repeating but non-terminating decimal. Okay, so I think we have understood that firstly we have to divide the numbers. Okay, and after dividing it we will decide that what kind of decimal we are getting. If it is terminating, then it is terminating. If it is non-terminating, then we have to see that whether it is repeating or not. Okay, so here the examples that we have seen, both were repeating. In the question number 1, 6 parts was there, so yeah, with 3 parts we have solved and 3 parts are left, so that you have to solve. Now coming to the second question is, you know that 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857 bar, means all these 6 digits are getting repeated. So can you predict 2 by 3, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7 are without actually doing the long division? If so, how? See, as I have told you in the previous question, that if we are having the value of 1 by 7 and that is 0.142857, and if we want to find the value of 2 by 7, so simply we have to multiply it. 2 into 1 by 7 means 2 into 0.142857, like this. So if we will multiply it, to 2 7s it is 14, carry 1, 2 5s 10 or 1 11, again carry 1, 2 8s 16 or 1 17, carry 1, 2 2s 4, 1 5, and 2 4s 8, and 2 1s 2. So, and it is 0 point. So now the value of 2 upon 7 will be 0.285714 bar. Okay, like this you can find the value of 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7. In 3 by 7 you have to multiply 3 into this number, you have to multiply 4 in this number. Okay, if you want to find the value of 5 by 7 you have to multiply 5 in this number. Okay, simply you can find. Now coming to the next part, question number 3. It is express the following in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. So 3 parts are given. The first 2 parts are very easy. See the last part. The first 2 parts was same as the examples I have told you. Okay, now see the third part. 0.001, and this number we have to show in the form of p by q. So suppose let x is equal to 0.001 bar. Okay, so 3 digits are getting repeated. Firstly you have to write it in the form of decimal, like 001, 001, 001, and so on. Suppose this is your equation number 1. Okay, now since 3 digits are getting repeated, so you have to multiplying equation 1 by 3 digits are getting repeated means 1 and after 3 zeros. Okay, by 1000. So it will be 1000x is equal to, now if you will multiply it by 1000, so this 001 will be shifted into the left hand side. So before 1, this 00 having no value, so it will be 1.001, 001, 001, and so on. So suppose it is your second equation number 2. Now what we will do, from equation 2 minus equation 1. Okay, so 1000x minus x will be 999x is equal to, in the right hand side of the decimal all the numbers will be 0, only 1 will be left, so it will be 1. So x is equal to 1 upon 999. It will be your answer. Okay, simply you can represent in the form of p by q. Only you have to focus that how many digits are getting repeated. The number of digits getting repeated you have to shift into the left hand side, and then you can simply solve it like this. Okay, see students, one more example I want to give here. If the number is like this, 0.4232323232 and so on, means 32 is getting repeated, but after 42 means if the number is like this, 42 and then 32 bar, then how you will represent it into the form of p by q. So see students, for that firstly we will suppose that let x is equal to 0.4232 bar. Then students, we can write it 0.42323232 and so on. Okay, after that, suppose it is equation number 1. After that we will shift the decimal there from where the repeating digits are getting started, means this time the decimal point is here, we have to shift it at this place because the repeating digits are start from here, means 323232. Okay, so for that we have to multiply it by 100. Okay, now it will be 100x is equal to, now if this decimal is getting shifted to 42.323232 like this. Now our question is in the form of previous questions that we have solved. Okay, this number you should write into the form of p by q, and for that you have to multiply this number by how much? By 100, because how many digits are getting repeated? 2 digits are getting repeated. So again you have to multiplying second equation by 100. Okay, so it will be 100 into 100. In the left hand side 10,000x. In the right hand side what will be there? 4 2, and then 3 2 also will be shifted to 0.32, 3 2, 3 2, and so on. It will be your third equation. So how you will solve? Just from equation third minus second. Then to the left hand side you will get 10,000 minus 100, so it will be 9900x is equal to, in the right hand side what you will get? In 4232. Okay, right hand side after the decimal all will be 0. Into the left hand side 4232 minus 42. So how much you will get? 2 minus 2 0, 13 minus 4 9. Okay, it will be 1 4. It means 4190.0. So x will be 4190 upon this 9900. 1 0 will be cancelled out, so it will be 419 upon 990. Okay, so this will be your answer if the question is like this. Now coming to the next question. Next question is express 0.99999 in the form of P by Q. Means we have, suppose let x is equal to 0.9999 and so on. Suppose it is equation number 1. Then the repeating block is only 9, the repeating digit is 9, so we have to multiplying first by 10. So we will get 10x is equal to 9.9999 and so on. Suppose it is second equation. Now what we have to do, that from second minus 1, 10x minus x, it is 9x. In the right hand side 0.999 all will be 0. Only what is left? Only 9. So x is equal to what? 1. See students, why we are getting 1 and the number was 0.99999. See, it was tending to 1. We cannot say that it is exactly equal to 1, but this number, this decimal was tending to 1 and it was non-terminating. Okay, so it is tending to 1, so its value will be what? 1. If we are going to change it in the form of P by Q, then it is 1. Now question number 5 is, what can the maximum number of digits be in repeating block of digits in decimal expansion of 1 by 17? Perform the division to check your answer. Means, as we have seen the first part of the question, there also we have divided. Here also you have to divide 1 by 17, and after that you have to check that how many repeating blocks are there. Okay, you have to show the division also, because in this question it is written, clearly written, that perform the division to check your answer. Okay, so you have to divide it and then you will see that how many repeating blocks are there. Next question, that is question number 6. Look at several examples of rational numbers in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimal representations. Can you guess the property of Q must satisfy? Students, try to understand the meaning of this question. The meaning of this question is, firstly you have to observe the rational numbers which are terminating decimal. Okay, rational number which are terminating decimal. Then you have to observe that what property of denominator is there. Okay, means you have to observe their denominators and you should tell that what property was there. To see, students, whenever any terminating decimal is there, so one property is always there. You have to remember it, that if the rational number is in the form of p by q, okay, q is not equal to 0, p and q are integers, p and q belongs to integers, then this q means denominator, okay, the factorization of this q, factorization of q should only be in the form of 2 and 5. Means when you will factorize the denominator of terminating decimal, which is converted into the form of p by q, or the rational number which is terminating, okay, the denominator of that number, means this q, should only be in the form of 2 and 5, okay, only 2 and 5 should be there in their factorization. If the numbers other than 2 and 5 are there, means that decimal number will not be terminating, that will be non-terminating, okay. So you can simply say that denominator should have its factorization only into the form of 2 and 5, not other than that, okay. Now coming to the next question. Question number 7 is, write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring, okay. We have to write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating or non-recurring. Thus I have told you the idea that how you can write the numbers which is non-terminating or non-recurring. Just write, suppose 0.10, okay, 100, increase the number of zeros, ठीक है, 1 0 0 0 1, ठीक है, and so on. One number you have written. Now second number you can write like 0.20, okay, फिर 2, again increase the number of zeros like this, okay, this is your second and irrational number. Third number you have to write, so suppose we have written 3 1 3, increase the number of 1 1 1 3 1 1 1 3 1 1 1 1 3, and so on. So simply we can write irrational numbers like this, okay. Question number 8 is, find 3 different irrational number between the rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So firstly see, find the approximate value of 5 by 7. 5 by 7, so in decimal we can write it like 7, firstly 0 point, so it will be 50, 7 7s are 49. The approximate value is 0.7. In 9 by 11, its approximate value will be what? 11, one decimal point will be there, it will be 90, so 11 8s are 88. Now in between 0.7 and 0.8 we have to write three different irrational numbers. So simply we can write as we have written in the previous question, like the starting from 0.7, okay, we can write 7 1 0 1, increase the number of 0 1, okay, increase the number of 0, simply we can write it. One number is there, again 0.7202, increase the number of zeros. The second number, third number 0.73, okay, 0 3 0 0 3 0 0 0 3, and so on. So these are our answer, okay. Last question, question number 9. Classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. You have to think whether the numbers are rational or irrational, okay. Now in square root, it is the number which is not perfect square. that under root 23. So it will be an irrational number. Okay, because in square root a non-perfect square number is there, so it will be an irrational number. 225, it can be written like 15 because it is this 225 is the square of 15, and 15 is what? It is rational number. Okay, so it will be rational. Now 0.36796. okay, you have only, it is 0.3796. so it is after the 4 places of decimal this number is getting terminate, so it is also terminating, and the terminating type of decimal we can represent it into the form of p by q, so it will be rational. The fourth part is 7.478478. no number, no block is getting repeated, so it will be, and it is non-terminating also, so it will be irrational. Okay, and this number you know very well that the number of 0 is getting increases, so no pattern will follow here, so it will be irrational. Okay, students, see, today we have seen many types of questions you have to solve. Now you have to solve all these questions once again by yourself, and you have to solve the examples given in NCERT, and if you are having any side book then you can solve the examples of that also. Okay, and if you are having any doubt then you can ask in the comment box. Okay students, now prepare for the next exercise 1.4, and as well as in 1.5. in the next part of the video I will try to combine all that 2 exercises. Okay, revise all the topics very well from the starting. Okay students, thank you.